What's up YouTube? Today's video I'm going to show you the Shadow Giratina encounter, and I'm also going to show you how to get the Griseous Orb because they sort of all work in at the same time. Now, I already previously in a, I think it was yesterday, I uploaded the catching of the normal Giratina, and obviously you can change the form of this with the Griseous Orb. So if you haven't already checked out that video and you're wondering how to get normal Giratina, make sure you do. We're on the very, very last day of coverage for the post-game for Legendary, so all of them will be uploaded today. So you need to have enough mysterious shards to unlock this. You either need one mysterious shard, a large one, or 3 small ones. How do you get them? You dig them out of the Grand Underground after you get the national decks given to you. So we're just going to have one of those there. We'll just use 3 of the small ones because that's all I've got left here. I've used all my large ones up. Now, the larger ones obviously are rarer, and I've really only found them in blue sparkle ones, which are online. When you play online and you see other people digging, you can go close to them. And yeah, that's the only time I've really seen the large ones swap. Okay, so let's go into the distortion room here. The distortion room is located here to the right. Up this little bunch of stairs here, and up here, and in this little cave to the right. And as you can see, it's got the cool distortion room background. So it's very similar to some of the legendaries I've already done. The background's pretty much the same thing, but had that like something was a little bit different at the start there, I guess you could say. So you don't. Well, I mean, you can say beforehand, you can't capture this thing, unfortunately, because you actually have to beat it in a battle. Now, it comes at level 100, so make sure you've got a decent team. I've got a little strategy. I caught a Shuckle in the Grand Underground, and I noticed that it could come with Sturdy, so I gave it a Toxic as well to make sure I could live one hit, and then I could poison the Giratina and, try and beat the Giratina just simply with Toxic, because my Pokemon weren't quite up to the level of a level 100 Pokemon, right? And I thought I'd get destroyed. And it's got some fairly powerful moves. So let's go for a save here in case anything goes bad. I'm very confident that it won't go bad, and I should be able to beat like super, super easy. So we'll put the distortion slate in the little slot there. And I do like how we got the, if you notice with the slates, right, they actually are the little games. So you got like the Game Boy Advance games and then going down to the Nintendo DS cartridge. Looks really, really cool. So here it is in the strange space. The Shadow Giratina looks very, very cool. I'd actually like them to bring, I was trying to think of like a cool battle maybe mechanic for the next generation. It'd be really cool if they brought in Shadow Pokemon. That'd be nice. And they could have like boosted stats and things like that, or just different stats and learn a special move or an ability like that. I reckon that'd be really, really cool. Okay, so we've got Shuckle as the lead here. I caught it fresh here at level 60. And what I'm going to be doing here is going for a Toxic. Now, I found Shuckle in the Grand Underground. And, of course, you need to already get given the National Dex for that to pop up. It was uncommon there. And I caught it. I only caught 3 of them. It took me 3 to get a sturdy one. The other ability it gets normally is Gluttony. I was also holding a Berry Juice, which was quite lucky there. So that's turned that, that 2-hit KO into a 3-hit KO. So regardless, even if I got like one shot of their Sturdy would have kicked in, and I would have been able to get the Toxic off against Giratina. So now the Giratina will faint in 6 turns, and it doesn't have any healing moves whatsoever. So it has got Aura Sphere. I also know that it's got Earth Power as well. Now I've got a couple of Pokemon on my team that can get around those type of moves. At least I thought Cresselia would be quite good with Levitate. So I thought, well, I could actually use Protect as well on the Protect and Toxic combination. That would work really nicely. Now, I actually went through and looked how many Pokemon get Toxic in this generation. This game. Hardly any do. Like, all legendaries, they don't even get Toxic at all. It's like very, very little. So the Giratina went for Earth Power then, which is great. So I got a free swap in and an extra turn on my Toxic damage. So this Cresselia is just freshly caught. It's not going to do a lot of damage here, but it doesn't really matter because Toxic is going to be doing all the damage. And Giratina is going to go for a Earth Power again. So that's just extra damage for me. So we've already taken Giratina down below half health there. So 2 more turns and it is fainted, which is great. So I can actually swap in my Shuckle that's already actually fainted here. And that'll be it. That's super, super easy. That's the easiest way I could think of doing it. I mean, if you've got high level Pokemon, you could probably come in and destroy it anyway. A couple of, like a good Dragon type move from a Palkia or Dialga, or a Ice move from Kyogre or something like that will definitely do the trick. But if you've got like a low level Pokemon and you just want to beat it easy, just use Toxic. Oh, it only took 1 turn. So that's it. That's the end of this battle. I'm going to go back into Cresselia. It's on its last little bit of health there. I think it's on like 1 health at the moment. And this is pretty funny. You actually get to see its very last move. And I don't know why it's actually got this move for, so I just went for the side cut, and it's got Destiny Bond. I had to laugh at this one. It managed to get the Destiny Bond off just before it fainted, so I'm going to take it out with a Disrespect Psycho Cut, and it's also going to take me out with Destiny Bond at the same time. So that is the end of the Shadow Giratina, and that's also going to be the end of Cresselia. But a very, very cool Pokemon. I hope we be able to use Shadow Pokemon in the future. They're very, very nice. Now, since you went to all the trouble of beating the Shadow Giratina, you'll get transported upside down in a second. So here's the Distortion Room. And everything's going to go upside down. So there's the Giratina there. And it's all going to flip up. Now, there will be an item here that you want. So all the controls right now are backwards. They're all backwards, right? So if you go forward, it goes back. If you go left, it goes right. Right, it goes left. So at the start, I was like, huh? Like, then I figured out, I was like, oh, okay. So now we've got the Griseous Orb here. That is going to be the orb we can change Giratina into its origin form, which I'll show you in a second. But that's really, really cool there. That room's like super cool. Now, I was thinking, well, maybe there's something else there like we could do, like to have a look at. I actually went, by habit, I just went out of the room accidentally a couple of times just to get used to the, forward and back stuff. It's more like muscle memory, but it doesn't seem you can proceed any longer than the up to the pedestal, or up to the slot part there. So you can't do anything else in this room, which is kind of disappointing. I was sort of like hoping you could, go around there and do more stuff in there, but it's just purely aesthetics now, unfortunately. So maybe they could have done a little bit more in there, but that's cool. That's the Giratina done. We'll get out of Raminas Park now, and we'll have a look at the origin form Giratina. Also, we need to, I was curious too, are we going to get like a shadow statue? I was kind of curious about that. I was thinking, because normally you get statues every single other time. I walked past the guy and normally gives you the statues, and he didn't give me anything. So like, okay, we're not getting a statue. So, how to get it into its origin form, very, very basic. Just get your Giratina. Obviously, you have to catch that already, and I've done a video on that. If you haven't seen it, make sure you do if you get lost and stuff, because it can be quite annoying. So grab that, and now go into your bag, and then we'll go ahead and find the Griseous Orb. There it is. And this is going to boost the power of the Dragon and Ghost Smooth. So once you put it on there, a little transformation will happen, as you can see, and it'll be into its origin form now. So I'll show you that in battle. So very, very easy to do. And you can also detach the item too at the same time, so you can put it back into whatever mode you like. Now, with my battling experience, Giratina Origin is more offensive, and Giratina, just its normal form, or I think it's called Altered Form, I just call it its normal form, is a lot more tankier too. So this Wingull, well, let's massacre this Wingull, alright? We'll get rid of it. So the moves that come with the Shadow Force, Plane Split, Aura Sphere, and Dragon Claw. Interesting it didn't have Destiny Bond after that. That's very interesting. It gets different moves. Because it didn't have Plane Split before, did it? That's interesting. So it didn't have Destiny Bond. Interesting. Maybe because I put a Griseous Orb on there. I'm not sure, but I'm sure that Wingull got destroyed right there. So there you have it. That's the origin form of Giratina. And we'll show you how if you want to get rid of it. It's pretty basic. So once again, you just want to go to, this time you want to go to your Giratina. If you want to change it back, you just go held item and put held item in bag. And as soon as you take it off there, another little transformation, and Giratina will be back to its normal self. So yeah, pretty straightforward. I am a little bit disappointed you couldn't do anything else inside of that apart from just beating it, but that's sort of how it is there. But if you're struggling trying to beat it and stuff like that, which I really feel you shouldn't, because it wasn't actually doing a lot of damage. Now, let's go down and have a look at this for a sec. So we got another Distortion Slate there. I'm actually starting to think, if you say, I'm not sure about Distortion Slate, but for the other ones, right, say you fail the capture and you miss it, right, I think you just have to buy another slate, and then you put it in there, and that way you can rebattle the Pokemon if you say you fainted it or it took itself out with struggle. That's what I'm thinking, right? Or if Giratina beats you, that's how you buy another one there to do so. But I don't really know what they are for after that, after you've caught them and stuff like that. This is just a quick little look at the Shuckle I got here. Well, that's a Ralts that I caught before there anyway. But yeah, that's what I did with my Shuckle. I mean, you could do like lots of things there, but I found that the best way there. This is the Gluttony one. Like, the Gluttony ones kept coming up all the time, but Yeah, just use Toxic and just do that, and it works in 6 turns to take it out. And you could get around its Earth power very, very easily. I definitely with a levitating Pokemon. Well, people, that's pretty much it for this video. I got to show you Shadow Giratina, how to get the Griseous Orb, how to use the Griseous Orb, and what it looks like in battle, in the Distortion Room and stuff like that. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back with some more post-game stuff, and that should be finished by today. Peace out.